Hello everyone, Monty here, and today we're going to learn how to make golden beets. So I love beets. When I eat out, I order like beet salads, which usually have like red beets and golden beets, or just golden beets, or just red beets. I like making the golden beets because the first time I made red beets, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have gloves. They stained my hand when I poked them with the fork before I cooked them. I didn't know what I was thinking. It splattered all over me. When I cut them, the red beets juice squirted all over the countertops, and I had white countertops, and it looked like I murdered somebody on my countertop. Everybody said I kind of looked like Dexter, and when my friend came over and saw when I was making beets and there was red everywhere, he goes, "Oh my God, it's like you're Dexter." So I like the golden beets. It will still stain your hands a little bit. I'll show you how you peel it. If you do have gloves, I always forget to buy gloves. You may want to do that when you make beets, but beets are so delicious. They're so nutritious, and they're low in calories, and they are so easy to make. So let's just show you how easy it really is to make. I just rinse these off real good, and I just take and cut the tip off with a knife. So I just cut like a little bit of the tip, expose it a little bit, and then I just cut most of the root out, just so it'll sit flat in the oven. You don't have to cut all of it out. We'll be peeling all that off later. So this is what it looks like. I cut just the top and the bottom off. We're gonna do that to the other one. The oven has been preheated to 400 degrees. You're not gonna believe how easy this is to make. I'm gonna cut the root off here so it'll sit straight. Okay, we're gonna throw these out. So easy. And then all we do is I'm gonna take and we're gonna pause for a minute because somebody's at my door. Okay guys, I'm back. Should have put a do not disturb sign on. I'm gonna put a sign on my door. I got a package from Amazon. I'm gonna put a sign on, do not ring the doorbell. So anyway, what I do is I'm gonna take 2 pieces of tin foil, 1 for each beet, and I'm just gonna place it on top like that. I'm gonna sprinkle a little sea salt on top. First a little water, a couple of sprinkles of water. I have a little dish here with some water in it. And then just a little bit of garlic powder on top. Let's give it some extra flavor while it's roasting. And then all you do is just close it up. Okay, that's one done. Take another piece of tin foil, again, same thing. You can see I got one of these little glass things that I always use to measure food in. I also put water in there just to sprinkle on top of things. I've got my beet, the top and bottom cut off, the bottom root cut off so it sit flat, the top exposed. And then we're just gonna sprinkle a little sea salt, a little garlic powder, and then just close it all up. That's simple. I'm gonna take both of these, I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, probably closer to an hour. Poke it with a fork, you wanna make sure it's real nice and cooked and not hard anymore. And then I'll show you how to peel it. I learned on YouTube, I always talk about this, everything I learned how to do with cooking has been on YouTube. I learned how to peel it with 2 paper napkins. If you have a glove, you can just once it's cooked, it'll just peel off if you have gloves. Don't do it with your hands because it'll stain your hands all yellow and orange, right? So even with the napkin, your hands will get a little stained, but it won't be as bad if you went there with your raw hands. If you have a little gloves, you know, like the gloves that like lunch ladies wear and stuff like that, that would be great. You'll see it just peels right off. But you take a napkin to cover your hands with, and it just peels right off when it's cooked real well. So anyway, I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, probably closer to an hour, and then when it's all cooled, I'll show you how to peel it. Okay guys, so the beets came out of the oven. I let them cool for about an hour. I was doing some other things around the house, and I'm gonna finish them up. So I just take them out of the tin foil, they're still warm, and I just place them on a cutting board. There's a little juice inside of there. And then I just take the towels. Remember I talked about, while these were cooling, I went on Amazon and bought food service gloves. I think you put in like food preparation gloves, and it looks like $9.95 for a whole box, so now I'll have them from the future. But one of the videos that I watched on YouTube on how to make the beets, so they take 2 towels. Now remember, when you do the red, your fingers are gonna get really, really red, even using the towels. And even with this, your fingers may get stained a little orange. I always end up washing my hands with like my sponge that's got a rough side to it. But you just take 2 towels and you just start rubbing down, and see how all this skin just starts peeling. I'm gonna do it this side. So when you just push down, it just starts falling off. You just put a little pressure with your finger, and all that skin just peels. Look at that, it peels right off. Look at that, right off, so easy. People think that making beets are so difficult, and you saw that it took like less than 5 minutes to prep them, to put them in the oven, and this takes less than 5 minutes to cook it. So you peel all the skin off. There's still a little bit of the root at the bottom. We're gonna cut that off. So this one's done. All the skin is off. It just drops. If it's cooked right, it'll just drop all off right away. So I'm gonna cut this one in half, and I'm gonna show you how I cut it 2 different ways. So one way I would cut the golden beet for a salad or a side dish, like sweet, like the rounds, which are really pretty, and the other would be more like in wedges, like potato wedges, for like a salad when you want to put them in a goat cheese salad. So let me get my knife. Sometimes when I do these videos, I'm not as prepared as I think I am. And so what I do is I'm gonna try so you guys see, I just cut the bottom off, just as little as possible, because we don't want to waste it. So the 2 ways I would, let me get some more of this. Little bit of skin is still there, okay. And these are so beautiful. It's a beautiful way to dress up a salad, is put some sliced beets. So you would just cut some rounds to make, look how gorgeous these beets are. They're beautiful, beautiful, and they're full of beta carotene and all kinds of vitamins and minerals. So that's the one way I would cut. The next one I'll probably cut all just in rounds for my salads and stuff, but I already cut the tip off here. So if I wanted to cut this for a salad, we'll just cut it in half here, and you could just cut some nice wedges and just have some nice wedge pieces that you can use for, and you can cut them any which way you want. And so then you would have something like this, like little wedges to put onto a plate to dress up a salad. And it's that easy. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make golden beets. Red beets are cooked exactly the same way. And again, you can Google beets on nutritional value beets. They're so healthy for you. They're relatively low in calories. And I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to make beets with me.